their earworms that just kind of get stuck there.
Now we're doing just one more.
There's like over a year and a half. I never actually purchased
Give me 1 second. Yeah, here's it.
Oh, nice.
You ready? All right, here we go.
Hello.
Hello.
Please find this note. That's one. So that's 1 through 6. Okay, please find your rhythm sheet. So if you go on Canvas, I could not figure out how to get them in one post. So there's going to be like 6 individual posts. It wasn't working.
No.
So yeah, please find the rhythms. If you would. Okay. So we have 4 rhythms on there. So we're going to use those notes to practice those rhythms. So. Does everybody have their rhythms up? Awesome. Okay, so please everyone repeat after me. We're going to do the first rhythm. I'm going to play it, and you're going to clear it after me, all right? Ready? 1, 2, 3. When you have your harmony part for your instrument, please comes up. And there's a low C and there's a bass C and there's a triple C. Okay, we're gonna play through those. I'm gonna start at this end. I'm gonna number you 1 through 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. So if you are 1, you're going to be playing the harmony 1 part, 2, harmony 2, 3, bass line, and 4, you can pick whichever part you want. Alright? And while you all play the harmony, keep it at like a mezzo piano, and I'm going to play the actual melody of the song, and then I'll show you a little bit of improvisation, and then you guys get to try it. Alright? So, alright, here we go. It's in 6/8, so it's going to be 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, ready, go. Okay, we're going to play that one more time, and this time I'm going to improvise using this top scale on your harmony sheet is going to be an F concert pentatonic scale, and that's what I'll be using to improvise, and then under that is all your harmony parts that you already know. So same parts, again, chords, you can pick whichever part you want, and everyone else keep on your same harmony part, and this time I'll do some improvisation. Alright, ready? 1, 2, ready, go. Okay, so now if you're a 4, you get 10 parts. So again, 1 through 3, keep it at a little volume because we want to let our 4s be heard and be able to play around and make their own little sound. So let's try that out. All right, 4s. If you're a 4, raise your hand. There's our soloist. Okay, so remember F concert pentatonic. It's there at the top of your sheet, and let's see you guys. All right, 1, 2, ready, go. Okay, if you're 1, you're now a 2, 2 a 3, 3 a 4, and 4, you're a 1. Again, 4s are going to be soloing, F concert pentatonic, top of your sheet. Everybody good? Here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. You guys sound beautiful. Just even quieter. How about, let's switch numbers real quick. So, just, what did I say 1 was 2s? Okay, if you're a 2, oh, same thing. If you're a 1 now, you're a 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, and 4, 1. I just want 1 through 3 to play, and 4s you can sit and listen to the background. We'll just play them once, we're not going to repeat. But I want you to play real quiet. See how quiet we can sound, or quiet we can get, while with still a good supported sound. Alright? Here we go. 1, 2, just harmony, go. Great job. Just stay at that volume, and that will be perfect volume so our solos can come out and be right on top. Alright? Alright, 4s, the new set of 4s. Let's hear you guys. Ready? And 1, 2, ready, switch to the next part, and then remember, just that was a perfect volume because I could hear all the solos really clearly that time. F concert pentatonic at the top of your sheet. All right, 4s, here we go. 1, 2, ready, Softer backgrounds.
Except you gotta watch out for those trombone players in the back there. They're gonna start doing slide flipping stuff.
Okay, raise your hand if you want to solo. I didn't think so. I'm just gonna go back to the top. Ones you haven't soloed in a while, so if you're one, you're gonna solo again. And that gives because I didn't fix the background volume until like after two rounds. So the ones were really buried the first time. So we're gonna go back to it.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so just to follow up on that, what could have been? I mean, that was an option, so that was good. What might have been another option?
Make the figures smaller by having defined features, whether it be like color of the shoes or just now instead of 4,
Yeah.
that's it. So it's like every 6th person that plays improvisation. I can't think of it, but
Yeah.
You can also just have us go again, any group go again, and ask them to try to do something different than what they did the first time.
Yeah. Good. Yeah. Other ideas? I mean, yeah.
If you had like a lot more time, you can get into groups of 4 and then like have them go off to their own parts of the room and
Yeah.
trade parts.
Yeah. Good. Other ideas? I mean, the ideas are limitless. I mean, you can do a lot of things. You can play a game and say, okay, we're gonna keep this going around the room. Quartet, you're the first quartet. Everybody's gonna listen to you. We're not gonna stop in between. You're gonna take it up the next one, next one, next one. So you can really, I mean, you can do so many different things with it. So, and sometimes just switching things up helps kids a lot. You know, they're still practicing the same thing, but just in different groupings. Yeah. So, or having a volunteer is not a bad thing. Or volunteering somebody. One of the, and this is just an aside. And I think I told you, because my dissertation was on it actually ended up being more about anxiety and improvisation and improvising. And sometimes when you see that there's a student that hasn't really, it's really being able to connect with your students. You can see it in their eyes. If they're like, they want to volunteer, but they're just slightly on the edge of volunteering, and say, hey, volunteer for us, okay? And you can, and if you see it in their face, after you've done this a few times, you'll see it in their face that they're like ready. They kind of want to do it, but they just have that they need that really last push, and it needs to be from you. And then they kind of do it too. So once you kind of know your students and you know kind of where their limits are, So you could have easily, I think you could have easily said, hey, does anybody want to volunteer? Oh, you want to volunteer, that's so wonderful. Okay, here we go, and you don't even have to make a big deal out of it. Thank you for volunteering, Olivia, I love it. So, okay. Other comments, sorry, I just wanted to kind of go off of that.
this one's more about part. I do like that you have the pentatonic scale written out, but you have it it's not in key. So for example, for the E-flat clarinet, for E-flat instruments, it says D pentatonic, but you said concert F. So if your students do not know what the concert pitch is, they're gonna think, oh, it's just, the concert pitch is D as opposed to it's in the key of D.
The flip part was good until it got to the bass line, I would say, like
It's
a
too low.
little bit low,
Yeah, I think it was either too low or too high. I don't know if I did also.
No, that's okay. I'd say anything under like a G would be a little bit hard for like middle schoolers to reach. Other than, sorry, you were saying
No, I was gonna say children's march does go that relatively hard though, so.
So it might be a good way to practice it, huh?
yeah.
Yeah. So sometimes it might be a good practice. Yeah, I mean, both comments are valid, so it might be a good way to practice it as well.
Other than that, I would say avoid the cutting off with like the closing the fist type situation. It could just like lead to tongue stops and bad habits and stuff when you're like conducting a scene cut off like that.
Yeah.
But you went through really like smoothly, especially like the rhythm section going like up and down the scale was nice. I think I noticed that I might have been wrong, but did we do like a regular scale? And then once we got to the harmony sheet, we went to pentatonic?
We just did the melody, which is, it's basically pentatonic with the 4 in it.
Okay.
So I didn't know how to like resolve it. Should I do the whole scale or just pentatonic? I figured pentatonic would work for the improv part.
Okay.
That's kind of why I did that. Yes.
I liked the way you scaffolded, like each activity clearly led into the other. Like especially in the beginning, I think it was really cool how you had us do the scale, and then you transitioned into doing the rhythm sheet. But when we were doing the rhythm sheet, we were incorporating the scale into it at the same time, and I like going up and down. It's fun.
I really like your lesson. It's very clean, very easy to follow. And as Cole mentioning about the rhythm chart and scale, I feel like your modeling and college response very, very useful and convenient. You don't need to show the rhythm chart at all. We can just listen to you and model.
I thought you did really well at approaching all of the beginning stuff, introducing the scale at the most grade appropriate level that we've seen. Like, it was really appropriate for the students that would be playing this music would already know a major scale. So you demonstrated it once, we were ready to go. You could have probably even gone a lot faster.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you did the full scale and then you had the pentatonic
No, I
for
did
the.
just 1 through 6, 'cause that's
Okay.
it's basic, almost.
Okay. No, that's fine, that's fine. I was trying to remember what you had done for sure. Honestly, they kind of picked up on everything that I picked up on. The one thing that I might do, just a next step for you as an individual, I like that you did, when you were modeling the rhythms, changing the notes with the scale, you went stepwise initially, which I think was perfect. Then I think you might have wanted to, as you went along, maybe try to put a skip in there, or try to get them to hear another interval beyond the steps. So, just like anything else, you start with something that they can do probably pretty easily, then you make it just a shade more complex. So maybe the first note you went to 1 and 3, and then 4, 5, 6, or and then
Are you talking about for
the rhythm stuff.
okay.
Yeah, when you were doing the rhythm, I like that you used the stepwise to start because everybody was on board. But then to get them to hear the different pitches, put in maybe after you did that going up and down, the next one it was like maybe as opposed to 1 to 2, you went 1 to 3,
Right.
or something like that.
Nice.
Just to make it just another level of complexity. Just an idea to throw out. Okay,
Thank you.
good job. Oh my gosh.